This is the story of Theme House 6 and one roommate who was forced to keep them all together. We begin this story with the couch, the infamous couch that our roommate Kay brought for the house for community use. But it didn't look that good. So one weekend we have a social gathering at the house.
Smack it in the air. Let's move it.
As it gets late and people start to leave, there was one guest who decided to overindulge. So we put her on the couch to make sure she was okay. I was in charge of checking her pulse to make sure she was still alive. Abby was rubbing her back. When suddenly, worst case scenario happens. And there are chunks, and it's all red, and it's disgusting, and it's Kay's couch, so we're freaking out. So I go get some paper towels, try to mop it up. We decide to flip her on the couch, to make sure she's not just sitting in it. When suddenly, she barfs on that cushion and gets that all nasty. But at that point, it's late, and we're just like, might as well just tuck her in for the night and deal with it in the morning. So then the next morning, we come out, and she's gone, and we just look at this couch. This is not just a surface stain. These cushions are completely saturated, and there are actual chunks sitting on top of the cushions. Naturally, we decide to just flip the cushions over and hope no one's the wiser. So as the barf just sits there under those cushions, it's soaking in, and it can't dry under there, so the smell is just simmering. The rest of the house refused to sit there for the rest of the year, but nobody wanted to tell Kay that her couch was basically ruined, not knowing how she would react. So there would be 4 or 5 people squished on the other couch, and Kay would just be over there like, "Oh, I'm all spread out over here, what's the big deal?" It ended up being a bit of a non-issue because we ended up putting the couch on the side of the road because Kay didn't want to take it home. I couldn't believe it, but that couch was gone within an hour. She would always say stuff like, "What's that smell in here? What's that smell?" And I'd be like, "Well, it must be the trash. We should take that out." Little did she know, she was sitting on, like, a liter full of vomit.